he's been missing in action so long. They have to repackage him and make him scary enough. I mean, even as a babyface, make him scary enough to the talent in WWE where he comes across like that character you were talking about. Right now, they're just, he's MIA.
Let me also mention, we were talking about Liv Morgan a while ago. Io Sky, after the latest PLE, is now the #1 contender for Liv Morgan's women's title. Bill, are you excited about that? Liv Morgan's like one of your babies, isn't it? That's like your Nia Jax to Teddy Long, right?
No, Liv Morgan is, not Io Sky.
No, that's what I'm saying, Liv Morgan, yeah.
Oh, I thought, yes. No, I think it's great. I don't think Io Sky is going to win the title, but I guarantee, the way Liv Morgan has improved there in the past few years that she's been there. And on the PLE from Saudi Arabia, when she got the Crown Jewel title in backstage and they awarded it to her, her real raw emotions, how well she was moved about that thing speaks volumes about her. I think they're going to keep the belt on her for quite a while.
I tend to believe the same thing. Teddy, what do you think?
I have to agree with you guys, man. I believe they're going to keep it on her for a while, too. She did a fantastic job. And also, while we're talking about that, I wanted to mention, Chad Gable and Dragon Lee. Jesus, what a match that those guys have last night.
Man, we talked about that earlier today, Teddy. We were talking about the fact that those two guys just tore it up last night on the last Raw that we saw.
Yeah.
And here's Chad Gable. And every bit of me, every time I see him, all I see is a recreation of Kurt Angle. He is so good at everything he does, and I don't feel like he's being quite utilized to the benefit of WWE. Like I say, I think he's capable of doing anything that Kurt Angle was able to do in the past. The comedy, the straight stuff, the wrestling, the mic work. He's got every single bit of it.
Well, everything comes in time.
Well, let's hope it comes soon, because as you said, yeah, because when you and I talked about it, Teddy, that was one match you were hyped up on from last night, and it was just like you loved it, and so did I. It was one of the first matches I saw. I was like, oh, that was great.
Very good.
Right.
You think you know all the wrestling stories? There's more you haven't heard yet. Join us on Backstage Pass.
All right, one more thing before we get out of here today. The Undertaker was very complimentary of Omos, saying the fact that they are using him judiciously instead of just being out there. I'm excited. I think he becomes, at some point, I believe, he becomes like the guardian of the castle, basically like I used to be. Anybody, any giant monster, anybody that ever came down the pike, I always got them. It was because I was an attraction and I kept the castle clean. I didn't get as many world title opportunities and all of that, but you knew if there was a threat to the kingdom, they knew who they were going to have to deal with. He will be the one who decides who comes and who goes in a storytelling aspect. I just hope that we get some guys coming down the road that can actually pose a physical threat, end quote. That's high praise from The Undertaker, Teddy.
That's very good. And one thing about Taker, he ain't blowing smoke. He's telling the truth, and that's one thing I like about him. He's always been straight up and straight up with you, man. So, and by the way, since we're speaking about Taker, let everybody know that this Friday I'm going to be in Austin, Texas, and I'm going to be doing Undertaker's podcast.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
I'm looking forward to that, because that's going to be a fun podcast. And and the one thing I love is that The Undertaker, when he first started the show, Bill, you may have noticed this too. When he first started, he was so cautious about talking about things because he was so old school, and it was difficult for him to start opening up. Well, he's gotten to that point now where he does open up and he will talk about things, and the show has become very good. So, Teddy, I can't wait for you to be there. And of course, you'll plug the show, right?
My feeling, by the way, about what he said about Omos, he's been missing in action so long. They have to repackage him and make him scary enough. I mean, even as a babyface, make him scary enough to the talent in WWE where he comes across like that character you were talking about. Right now, they're just, he's MIA.
The last time I think we saw him was with the Hurt Business.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a long time ago.
Yeah, it's been a while. All right, guys, we're out of time. Anything coming up for you other than Undertaker Teddy?
No, that's going to be it for me, brother. After that, I think I'll be ready to come home.
I bet you will be.
I've got a
That'll be
long week
fast
this
trip, man. yeah, but you're enjoying yourself right now.
Well, you know.
Yeah. Don't. No, don't even.
Stay there. It's a better background for the shows. Go there every week. Looks.
By the way, you tell Denise we said hello. I know she's probably behind the camera and probably listening to every word we're saying. So,
okay.
Thank you for taking care of Teddy, because Teddy is such a good guy. So we're glad he's hanging out with somebody he can have a good time with. Bill, how about you, man, my friend? What you got coming up?
Well, every week. The Time Machine here, of course, the newsletter on Backstage Pass, and
you got in trouble. Oh,
yes,
you got in trouble,
and also, bro. Don't forget on Backstage Pass to check out Vince Russo and Jonathan Coachman, and also the Bro Show with Mac Davis and Vince Russo. Bro.
Yeah, you left us out and he didn't care for that.
No, I left out he and Coachman too. I forgot. I did an ad lib from my car.
Yeah, and by the way, if you want to go to Patreon and subscribe to be a part of those shows, some great content in there. All you have to do is go to Patreon and go to Backstage Pass SK. That's it. Pay a little tiny fee, and each month you'll get tons of content that other people don't get to see. I'm Mac Davis.
Russo are on there.
Yep.
Vince Russo, Mac Davis, Joe Lowry. Who am I forgetting now? That will be Wrestle Votes.
I forgot. Teddy, I got one surprise for you today, my friend.
Are you wearing a shirt?
I want to show you this. Here we go.
Wow. This is unbelievable, ladies and gentlemen. Unbelievable.
By the way, join us for Road Trip After Hours. It's on YouTube. Lisa Marie Varon joined us recently, which is Victoria in WWE. I couldn't believe we put that thing up and we got almost 6,000 views immediately. For whatever reason, boy, it has connected. She told some fantastic stories, including sticking her butt out the window at a husband and a child in the front seat. You'll have to go watch that. So, and they talk about strip clubs too. Hey, no entrance fee required. I'm Mac Davis. That's WWE Hall of Famer Teddy Long, and that's legendary pro wrestling journalist Mr. Bill Apter. We'll see you again next week.
He's next. We'll see you at the matches.